Well, there you are. I am here for Driving Inspector Success, okay, number 44. So much has happened since the last time I did one of these, and I want you to know, one of the things was I went to Inspection Fuel. They did such an incredible job. I have been to that, and the pandemic, and people are finally kind of recovering from that. They had a great group of people for the expo hall. We were actually there as well. Some of you said hi to me. And one of the reasons I'm doing this today is because I had so many people go, oh, I'm enjoying your videos. I'm enjoying your Facebook Lives. I'm enjoying your Driving Inspector Success. Do more of those. And I went, oh, okay. And so I've been jotting down a few notes. I've actually got a board over here. I'm jotting down a few notes of important stuff that I want to tell you to help you honestly be ready or not, get ready for winter and make sure that we're getting all the ready to March 1st. March 1st is like a magical date for me in our business. And there's a lot of things we've got to get ready. Now, here's one of the reasons I'm also doing this. Today's my birthday, all right? Yes, I was born on September 18th, and I will be 66 years old today. I guess I am 66 years old today. And I want to ask you a favor. Almost all the time I give, and I'm going to give some great information here in just a second. But I am going to ask for a couple small favors, and I'm going to give you a link today where you can get closer to some of the people that we're doing. We have rebooted our coaching program, and it is growing faster than I could have imagined. So many people are going, oh, Mike's back. And, oh, man, I thought I missed Mike, okay? It kind of reminds me of Tuesday night was date night with me and Susan. And it was the 60th anniversary of The Sound of Music. And so for date night, I took her to go see The Sound of Music on the big screen. Oh my God, it was so much better on the big screen than it was, on TV and everything. You see so many more details and so many more nuances. And it was the full length movie. I'm sure for TV, they cut pieces of it out. It kind of reminds me of maybe what's kind of happening out there in the world is that people are cutting pieces out. And I want to make sure you get the full length version of what we're doing to help coaching members and do some good stuff. So I'm going to give you a link that you can get closer to us if you want. In the meantime, here's my ask. And so it is my birthday, so here's my ask. Many of you have gone out, and this blows me away, but we literally have thousands of people seeing us every week now on YouTube. Thousands. And I'm blown away, and I'm just so grateful, so humble to see so many people go out on YouTube and check us out. And by the way, we've got Home Inspector Marketing Podcast.com, so you can ask your Alexa device or you can ask whatever device you want to hear my latest podcast. And so you'll hear some of the Driving Inspector successes out there. And then, of course, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook all over the place now because we have an incredible Facebook team that's taking what I'm doing and getting us out there in different directions. And so there's that and everything. But here's what I need. Here's what I'm asking for my birthday. Please go out to my YouTube channel and watch the latest or Driving Inspector successes, and you'll hear some of my podcasts turned into YouTubes. What I really would like for you to do is hit the like button and then hit the subscribe button so that it becomes one of your YouTube channels that you like. Even though we have thousands of people that are watching me every single week right now, and last number it was just blew me away, the numbers. But then I looked at the number of subscribers, and it's not as nearly as impressive. And so I'm asking for my birthday, what I'd really like to do is get to 100 plus, maybe even more subscribers. And so if you would, go out to YouTube, look at Mike Crow, Driving Inspector Success, and hit the like button, okay? And then hit the subscribe button. Also, you'll see when I'm doing some of these great things. So, by the way, I have a link here for you in just a minute so you can get closer to us and see some other good stuff. Now, let's talk about, one of the reasons I played that song, Taking Care of Business, right? My dad, I go see him probably like 5 days a week. Now, I didn't go see him while I was at Inspection Fuel, which, by the way, I'm sure I already said it, but man, what a great job you guys did at Inspection Fuel. 2 thumbs up. I was just totally impressed with just the whole thing and the people that were there. I was impressed with the people that were there. I met some really, some great players in the industry. And so, congratulations on that, guys. It is just such a cool thing. But let's talk about taking care of business, all right? And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking care of business, right? And you got to have an upbeat song that kind of revs you up and helps you do stuff. And I was traveling down the road with my dad, and somebody was playing an Elvis Presley song. Now, one of the things I do is I have Sirius XM radio, and so when I got my dad, we play songs from the 50s and the 60s. I really had no idea that Elvis was so big in the 50s, right? And so we played that, and then the DJ came on after that, and he said, that is Elvis Presley, and of course, you know, he was really popular for taking care of business. And I went up and looked back on that, and sure enough, he had a whole, you know, logo built around TCB with a lightning rod in the middle of it, taking care of business and everything. And I thought, wow, that's so great. And then I looked up the song because I know the phrase, and that's when I got re-energized with this song. And I went, taking care of business. And I just kind of wanted to share that with you because sometimes we get beat up, all of us, by the way, with health issues or family issues or business issues, and we have to remember why we're here. Now, you know my high five, boom, okay? My high five is family, faith, financial, fitness, and fun, right? Family, faith, financial, fitness, and fun. And I was telling people on a webinar that I did last night, that every decision I make is based around one of those fives. Are there other F's out there? Of course there are. Somebody went, well, what about freedom? Trust me, when I take care of these, I get freedom, okay? But I can see where if you have different high five, that's perfectly fine. If you use the same high five that I use, then great, all right? And if you want to make it 6 or 7, then great. I'm trying to keep mine very simple, and my son made me this incredible plaque for Christmas. I just can't wait to show it off, probably at our Mission 26 event in February. But it has on there Mike Crow's family, or Mike Crow's high five, and then, you know, family, faith, financial, fitness, and fun. It's important that you're taking care of business. And for me, those high five are my business, all right? And my personal business in a lot of cases. And so there's that. Now, let's take this and apply this a little bit into your business itself, right? And so one of the things that I see is that people measure their business, but they measure the wrong things. And these things need to be measured, but there's something more important that needs to be measured. So how many inspections did you do last year? How many did you do this month, same month last year? How did those compare? By the way, that stumps like 90+% of inspectors. They don't know how many inspections they did this month, same month last year, and what the difference is on those. And I'm kind of like shocked at that. I look at that number almost daily. You know, what we did last year this day versus last year. So there's a lot of software out there you can do that to measure that sort of stuff. We're currently using ISN. And it gives me great reports on that out there, okay? But you've got to know what your numbers are. Now, here's the challenge with that. Those are what I call lag KPIs, or key performance indicators. So those come in after the fact. And once you have those numbers, you can't really change anything about those numbers, right? And so knowing how many inspections you did, knowing how many dollars went into the bank this month, knowing how many, you know, whatever it is that you want to measure on that. So how many presentations you did, right? How many new mavens have come into the business for you, all right? So all of those are lag KPIs. And by the way, in our business. We're getting ready to hit $3 million this year. We'll do somewhere close to 5,000, give or take, inspections this year. And our average price per inspection is up significantly this year. We're having our best year ever. In fact, we are up over $200,000, about $240,000 as of this recording. Compared to last year. Most home inspectors don't even do that much, and we have grown that much this year. And part of it is because Jonathan and Krista and our team are also measuring what I call lead KPIs. Lead KPIs, all right? And so about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was sitting with Jonathan and Krista in our annual meeting, and one of the things that came up was, how important certain things are in the business. And I've got a little frustrated, and I was going, when will we understand we're not in the inspection business? Let me say that again. We are not in the inspection business. We are in the marketing of an inspection business. Now, let me say that again. We are in the marketing of a home inspection business. So, how many ads do we have out on Google Ads? How many things do we have on Facebook? How many presentations do we have scheduled and planned to do? How many real estate offices are we visiting every single day? How many phone calls are we making every single day to ask for business? Now, we do all of those things and more. And so those are lead KPIs. These are the things that change your business completely. And what I want you to also understand is that because we're going into winter here pretty soon it's going to be October, November, December, January, February. Those 4 months, November, December, January, February, those 4 months want to drive me crazy because we're like barely profitable, and some months maybe not profitable because of uncontrolled things, because our business goes up in June and then down in February so bad, or down towards the wintertime so bad. And so I'm working on a lot of things to balance that out. And so there's that. And so when you start measuring lead KPIs and the lag numbers aren't what you want, then what you understand is you turn the volume knob up. Okay? Turn the volume knob up. Maybe you twist yours, but turn it up and do more of these, because you know that they will affect your lag KPIs. So if you visit 10 offices per week, like we teach you in the Big Bang Marketing, that is the low number. That is the minimum. And you need to visit those same 10 offices every single week. And yes, maybe you take in a chocolate bowl. However, I want to tell you, in the Big Bang Marketing that I teach so many people, chocolate is the number one thing that we put in those bowls, but sometimes people put 100-calorie bars. Sometimes they put fresh fruit. Sometimes they put like pens, like, the pen that you might have in your pocket. My other pen's laying over there, and because I always carry 2 pens. And you might put in there, candies of different sorts, but the chocolates is the number one thing to put in there. However, I want you to understand, it isn't about what you put in the bowl as much as the fact that the bowl is there so they get to know you, like you, and trust you. And it gives you an excuse to go in and fill the bowl up every week and kind of check on it to make sure that everything's okay. So I've been to Kentucky recently, and I rode with one of our guys out there doing a great job with his Big Bang Marketing. And then I went all the way up to Detroit, and I rode with them and a husband and wife team up there, and they're just knocking it out of the ballpark. They came to our Mission 25, by the way, and they showed me their numbers, and they said, "You're going to like this, Mike." And I went, "Yeah, okay." And they said, "Notice how our business doubled. They were doing about $10,000 a month before they joined us at the Dream Team level, and now their business is $23,000, $25,000, $27,000 per month. And now what they're realizing is they're getting ready to want to build this into a real business. Now, you can stay a single man operation and do $300,000 to $400,000 a year, but it's all built around the lead KPIs. So how many offices are you visiting every single week? And by the way, once you get to 200 inspections a year, which is about 17 a month, you need to hire somebody to run these marketing routes, all right? It's one of the biggest things that almost 95% of inspectors get wrong. But you hire somebody to run that marketing route for you so you can focus more on doing inspections, right? But these are lead KPIs. And so as you go into winter, you don't turn this down, you turn this up, because you want to stay busy during the wintertime. So you go from 10 offices to 15 to 20 to 25. I had one couple move out to South Carolina, and they started 23 offices, I think it was, and within like 6 weeks, they were doing 5+ inspections a week. Now, they had moved from Montana, and they had no connections in South Carolina at all. But they put that Big Bang Marketing in place with the chocolate balls and with all of that. And he wanted to stay a single man operation. And so he's out there just having fun doing that. Kind of like our folks that I just visited in Detroit. And so you take these leads and you just up them. So if you're making 5 phone calls a day, let's make it 10 phone calls a day. If you're doing 1 or 2 or 3 Facebook posts, let's make it 5 Facebook posts a day for your home inspection business. And by the way, if you don't know how to take the Big Bang Marketing and move it to online Big Bang Marketing, we're going to be talking about that a lot at my next mastermind meeting in October, but also the next Mission 26, and because the online Big Bang Marketing has been one of those things. But again, if you're doing 1 or 2 or 3 posts a day, let's make it 5 posts a day. And let's set up your online Big Bang Marketing so that you've got all of that. All right, so that is one of the biggest things. And by the way, I call this future banking. When you start doing these things, you know that when you start doing these things, and as long as you're doing a decent, good inspection, doesn't have to be the best, unfortunately, and in a way, fortunately, but you have to be doing a good, decent inspection. When you take these, you turn the volume knob up, okay? And then what happens is this number goes up too. So this is your future banking number. And how busy you want to be over here, how much you want to charge for inspections over here, all depends on your lead KPIs. Now, I told you I was going to give you a link. So that link is coachblueprint.com/bonus. So I did a webinar last night. I think we had 5-6 people sign up off the webinar and are now getting the Big Bang Marketing, are now putting things into place and doing some great stuff with all of that. I'm so excited for them on that. And again, we're signing up people faster than I ever really thought we could. You know, when you build something the second time, it's usually easier. That's what's happening. So here's my birthday gift for you. Go out to coachblueprint.com/bonus. You're going to see the same offer that I made to everybody on the webinar last night. And also, when you sign up there, I'm going to send you some gifts. You'll see there's some bonuses in there. So one of the bonuses that I'm sending out is the E-Myth Revisited, with my recording of it chapter by chapter by chapter of how to apply that knowledge into your home inspection business. So much is happening. And again, it's my birthday, and I do want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. I've gotten over 100, maybe 200 or 300 people that have told me happy birthday, and I am trying to reply to each and every one, and I want to tell you thank you if for somehow I missed you on that, so there's that. But for my birthday, here's what I'm asking. Go out to youtube.com and look up Mike Crow and look up Driving Inspector Success, and hit the like button for me. Would you please hit the like button for me, and then hit the subscribe button to our channel, and help me get to over 100, over 200 people that like our channel, right? And we have literally thousands of you watching us every single week, and I just want to tell you, thank you. Thank you so much for watching and allowing me to step into your world and help you a little bit. Now help me a little bit with YouTube and other people by making sure that they know that I am getting good information out to you guys. So let me see here. Taking care of business, boom, doing that, okay. My birthday, YouTube, boom, doing that. coachblueprint.com/bonus, good. What can you do? Do you control? You control the lead KPIs, okay? And when you control the lead KPIs or key performance indicators, the lag KPIs will take care of themselves. Now, you still track them because you want to make sure that the lead are affecting this, and you will find out that just like the folks I just came back from visiting in Detroit, Michigan, that your numbers are going to go up significantly. Their numbers have doubled. Their numbers have literally doubled from like 10,000 plus to 20,000 plus per month. And so, and now they're ready to take that next step to the whole next level. And don't forget, I don't know what your high five is. And if you don't know what your high five is, this might be one of those things that you jot down. You know, as I was an inspector, I always carried a little notepad with me, kept it in my back pocket, and I would take notes. And one of the things I would do is turn to the back of the notebook, and I would write down like business. When I say business things, I mean either business and or family things that I still needed to do. So today I'm getting ready to go take the rest of the day off. I'm getting ready to go see a movie with my son. I'm getting ready to go have lunch with them. I'm getting ready to do a lot of great things. I saw my dad yesterday. I'll probably see him again tomorrow. But today I'm taking care of business. I'm here at the office, and I just want to see you be able to take care of business. You just need to know the right steps, the leads that you need to do to make sure you take care of this business over here and move it to the next level. Well, this is Mike Crow, Driving Inspector Success, number 44. And thank you for all the birthday wishes. And I just want to say congratulations on getting here. And I look forward to meeting you. And thank you for all the positive feedback I got when I went to Inspection Fuel of Mike. We really enjoy your Driving Inspector Successes. Please do more of those. I enjoy your podcast. Please do more of those. I have been encouraged beyond belief, and I am going to step up my game on some of this. Have a great day, everybody. And this is Mike Crow, the father of home inspector marketing, Driving Inspector Success, number 44.